For this episode, I'm going to do something different. Let's take a look at a terrible thing and how I would do it differently. The DCEU, its beginnings, and Justice League. The DCEU kicked off in 2016 with Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice League. I know what you're thinking. What an idiot. It started in 2013 with Man of Steel. Wrong. No, it didn't. Nothing in that movie screams that it was the start of a cinematic universe. It's just a bland, uninspiring, boring-looking, pseudo-philosophical, egotistical, "Oh, look at me, I made Superman Jesus! I'm such a complex intellectual filmmaker!" pile of crap with an Easter egg to Bruce Wayne. It's not world-building. It's not meant to be the beginning of a shared cinematic universe. It's edgy Superman coming off the tailcoat of superb director Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Like, I'm shocked Superman didn't have emo bangs and use laser vision to slit his wrists. I liked the idea behind Batman v Superman featuring Wonder Woman, weird voyeur footage of The Flash, L'Oreal commercial starring Aqua Jason, and Cyborg snuff film, prelude to the Justice League, sort of, not really. They aren't the heroes you know or care about in any way. It's a sequel, but also it's sort of its own movie. It carries over elements from Man of Steel, but it starts to expand the world that Zack Snyder, the man-child of Hollywood, created. His tone and aesthetics he set in place, that Aquaman armor just radiates edgelord Snyder. James Wan made the suit look fucking cool. You did not. So the movie expands the world. We see glimpses of Gotham and more in the extended cut. Side note, they cut things unnecessarily. We meet Diana Prince, aka Wonder Woman. She watches Lex's superhero porn tape. The mother boxes are introduced. In another deleted scene that's in the extended cut, we see Steppenwolf, blah blah, booger troll, Superman dies. Moving on, Justice League. Edgelord leaves the project. Terrible guy director Terrible finishes the movie. Batman was awful. Superman was fake. Cyborg was in the movie. These movies have a pretty solid cast, I'll give them that. After Justice League, we got more movies. Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Shazam, Aquaman, and Birds of Prey. But we're just going to forget about those films. Especially Suicide Squad. Man, Zachary Levi was great. But Suicide Squad... We're going to be kind and rewind. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has already launched. They had their individual films, their team-up spectacle, and now they're on track to their second team-up film. How do we catch up? Is what I assume Warner execs ask themselves. Should we make a really dark, melancholy Superman film? Derek, you brilliant son of a bitch! Yes! Hold up, guys. Bad idea. How do you play catch-up to Marvel? Without making Marvel movies and being accused of copying their formula of solo films that loosely branch into others until a team-up film. You do it differently. Now, like I said, I like the idea of BVS. It's a movie that introduces us to other characters. It has the Trinity in one film. I would have loved if DC went forward with crossover films instead of solo films. Would have been a really unique and interesting approach. But that's still not how I would have done it. The Justice League. They're defined by their powers and morals and blah blah blah. The secret identity thing is not near as major or important to most DC characters and stories when it comes to the grand scheme of things. Clark Kent is irrelevant to a Brainiac attack or a Darkseid invasion. We care about Superman, we want Superman. I don't need origins for these characters, so why not just jump right into it? Pre-established heroes. No origins, no scenes showing Bruce Wayne's parents dying. Yes, the pearl necklace still got stolen or broken. Off-screen, never mentioned, not relevant. Batman has been Batmaning. Superman supering. Wonder Woman wondering. Flash running really fast. Give us glimpses. Maybe an opening montage of them. Let's take influences from the Justice League cartoon and Justice League War. Have each hero encountering an invader. White Martians. Don't worry though, we'll take this in a unique twist later. We follow each hero individually as they investigate strange disturbances in their local area. We have Batman investigating disappearances around Gotham. The Flash checks out some robberies of high-tech equipment from Central City and Star Labs. Themyscira gets infiltrated by a White Martian. Superman can be fairly new to the game of heroing, and when the Daily Bugle starts talking about possible alien invasion, the public eye turns against Superman. Aquaman takes aggression against the surface dwellers when Superman fighting a White Martian causes pollution, and Aquaman wants someone to answer. In space, we meet the Green Lantern Corps as they are fighting an army of White Martians and other aliens and robots. Jon Stewart learns of the impending threat to Earth and heads to Earth. Our heroes' paths then will begin to cross. Flash and Batman's investigation leads them both to Star City in a break-in at Queen's Consolidated. For some world building here, there is mention of Oliver Queen going missing. Their investigation then leads them to Metropolis. Superman is getting scrutiny from the public, and as Clark Kent is being followed by a mysterious man who will turn out to be J'onn J'onzz. Clark can tell from his heartbeat that he is not human. John reveals he knows he's Superman, so Clark quickly changes into his Superman uniform and engages in a fight. Aquaman sees this on the news and makes his way to the fight. Wonder Woman traces the White Martian back to Metropolis, and an epic fight between the heroes ensues when Batman and Flash enter the fray. Aquaman accuses Superman of being a White Martian, and then you'll have Batman come up with some kind of solution to stop the fighting. The heroes then interrogate John and use the lasso of truth for answers. Green Lantern will arrive and fill in some blanks, warning the heroes of the incoming invasion. An alien army controlled by Brainiac, who is searching the galaxy for the last son of Krypton. And the White Martians are on Earth to build a beacon to summon Brainiac and his army. So our epic climax of the movie would be a full-scale invasion, something similar to the first Avengers movie, showcasing the heroes' powers in an elegant, fun, and interactive ways when Brainiac finally arrives. Have him put up an epic fight against the superheroes, using red kryptonite to turn Clark evil briefly, and John would use his powers to get inside Clark's head and free him. Superman will then, fly to the sun to charge and comes back and finishes off Brainiac. So the end of the movie would be the team being broadcasted live and forming a league. The heroes would go their separate ways, but will return to help each other if more planetary threats arrive, or something like that. Credits roll. Cue the post-credit scene. This will not set up a sequel, rather it will set up the solo films. So the post-credit would be LexCorp cleaning up the disaster and finding some remnants of Brainiac and bringing them straight to Lex. Lex will hold the remains of Brainiac's head, which will set up a Man of Steel solo film, while doing research on his computer, and we'll get a brief shot of the screen showcasing different anomalies that would be setups for the solo films, such as maybe some kind of weird time vortex could indicate a Flash film in Reverse Flash, or there could be mention of an Arkham Breakout setting up a Batman movie, something along those lines. So that would be the conclusion of the beginning of how I would do a DC cinematic universe. Have it with the Justice League, and them, have them form their team, and the movie with them going their separate ways, and setting up their solo films after the fact. That way, it's not quite mimicking Marvel, it's kind of doing things its own way, and it's just can be a fun movie, but we're skipping the origins, so you can go straight into some great stories without being boggled down by having to explore their past and how they became who they are and why they're doing what they're doing. You can just go balls to the wall with a DC cinematic universe. But that's just how I would do it. Let me know in the comments what you think of how I would do it, or let me know how you would want to start the DC cinematic universe. And don't forget to hit that like button and click subscribe. Thanks for watching.